And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To throw, it's Ward. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, BYU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 3rd. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Love the effort, tried the toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man, it's Judkins. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. At midfield, he's got room. Ball's out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's on target and complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Ward. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Dropping back, it's Ward. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, they block it. He's got the ball, and it's live. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on 1st down. All kinds of time before he fires right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Judkins. And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He'll start this drive firing. And the timing just a hair off.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will give him the lead.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
It's now second down after the short completion. Quarterback will audible. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense set on first down. On the run, it's Jordan. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. What a job by the return team there. Took it 84 and put a touchdown on the board. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football, a little ballet moment? The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to... They put on the heat and they blocked it. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the tailback. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, BYU! They strike first here in overtime.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28.
That makes the score BYU 35, Ohio State 28.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Harrison. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
4th and goal, and this is the ball game.
Let's go! Convoy!
He's looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Lasso! Razor!
On third down, he drops to throw. He got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.